should get to have a conversation. I'm excited. Could go my award. Okay, my award. Not just thinking of Ukura. How are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm okay. So I'm looking at this award right now. Before we get your name, I'm looking at this award right now, and you are telling me which year was this award? Which year did you get this award?
I was still a baby. I was in school. I was doing my grade 12 that time.
What year was it?
In 95.
Wow. We're talking about how many years? 29, 28 years ago?
Yeah, somewhere.
Wow.
Somewhere.
So what was the award about? Like,
so this was like the first song I composed. It was to commemorate the bombing of Hiroshima. You know, those days we used to hear about bombing, Hiroshima, Nagasaki. So there was this, they wanted a song in the whole of Africa to represent the whole of Africa, and also to represent the whole world. So that was the song that I composed, and it was chosen as the first prize in the whole of Africa. And yeah, so as the Peace Prize. So that's the prize that I got for composing that song of peace.
how much are we talking about? How much did we get from that year? We like to talk about money.
It was $1,000.
Wow.
That was a lot of money then.
Can Mr. Kawata convert that into the current currency right now?
Yeah.
How much is it? Okay. Our next guest, I'm sure Max Moyas your money. How much is it? How much did you say it is?
$1,000.
Can we convert it into the current Zambian kwacha? We're talking about 4? Somewhere now? Okay, we should get to find out more later right there. But this was in 1995 and now, and you're still pushing your music and you're still doing music right now?
That time I wasn't even singing. Like I wasn't, I couldn't call myself an artist that time. But it was just something that I tried out because I really had the love of singing. I remember my best friend that time was also an artist, like right now.
Okay.
And we used to sing together. So it was like, you know, that kind of thing where you're really singing, but you don't really know where it to take you one day. But after having done this, I realized to say, okay, so for me to win a prize in the whole of Africa and surpass all these other people, because there were so many people who were there, and you know, get to see the head of state, get to meet the ambassadors and stuff like that at a very young age. That was like amazing and mind-blowing for me, and I thought to say, okay, so I should start singing. But then that time my parents were very strict, and you know, those days it wasn't like singing was like, no, you can't do music. So I had to concentrate on school, and in the end, my talent kind of died down. But I also used to just do, maybe I'll do adverts, I'll do commercials for DJs like Kalumba the Smash, Kenny Tonga, you know, and because that time I was at Radio Phoenix, so I used to do a lot of those adverts which were in the background. Like I remember the favorites for many people, like Handyman's Paradise is the #1 hardware. Yeah, so I used to do something like that, and a lot of other you know, promos in the background, the Guinness Book of World Records and stuff like that. So that's where I used to, you know, practice my singing. But not apart from that, it had died down until you know, late about 3 years ago. Then I discovered that I had a heart condition, and I thought to say, wow, what if I died and I never got to, you know, use my talent in any way? So I started to do music, and last year is when I took my music to the public, like seriously, on a serious note.
So this is something that I want us to get to talk about as well. It's like when you like something or you love something, there's always something that gets to be affected.
Yeah.
For example, your music was affected, then more of your work. Is this something that you would also advise your kids, saying concentrate on this because this is not giving you money? Or maybe do you understand why your parents were saying, no, don't do music, do other things, because it was not financially giving back?
You know what? I think it was financially, because like $1,000 for them was a lot of money, because I remember my parents did actually benefit a lot from that money, because things were really not good that time when I was in school. Things were really hard that time. So that money actually helped me even go to school and all. But still, the parents of then just thought music is kind of, they did kind of open up, but it wasn't like a big deal like then to say you should sing, and a lot that time we had maybe the type of music like Kalindula, and we didn't have the modern music that we see right now. So it was more of the type of performing artists where maybe they go on stage and then they'll be dancing like the Mayenge.
Yeah.
And my parents really didn't want me to go in that direction. Yeah.
Let's talk about the now current, fast forward. I know you mentioned in the conversation saying you took music serious last year, and now this year we are counting down. What are the achievements now from the time that you took a break and now? I know you didn't really take a break. I know you're working in the background. But now, right now, what are some of the things that you've been working on? Yeah,
so the music that I used to do in the past was like music that the first album, the Pempelo album. So the first album was a combination of music from the past and the current music. And the EP now that is coming out is like the music now that I am doing like currently. So it's fresh music, it's new music, it's music that everyone can love, the young generation especially. So I've kind of gone into my zone, as in what I really want to do in that EP. Yeah.
Someone wrote me a text message. They did some converting of the money. I love my team too much. If you guys are wrong and you get me in trouble, so the amount that you mentioned, if it's current right now, should be 18 million. 345,974 kwacha.
18 million.
I don't know. Like, is it like the correct one? I don't know.
18,000.
So 18,345,974 kwacha if it was today.
Yeah, if it was today.
The current.
Maybe the current, yeah.
Anyways, we'll move on. Thank you very much. The team behind the Yatu Vibes, right there, making sure that everything is on point. We appreciate. So now you said you're working on an EP. What's the body of the work? What type of message are you trying to build? Like, what's the content in the same EP that you're working on? And when is it dropping?
So the EP is dropping on the 19th of this month. Yeah. And the type, it's a gospel album, but mostly amapiano, and I featured Daxon Ma Africa in that EP as well, and so it's a new sound. Yeah. So I think a lot of people should look.
So that's the cover that we're seeing right now on screen.
Yes.
Okay.
It's called By Faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Kind of thinking, there are a lot of things that people say and a lot of things that people do. And sometimes, words can build you and they can also break you. I believe God, when he was creating the world, he used words. Yeah, he just spoke and things happened. And so I think we need to speak, and we need to speak in a positive manner where we're able to create. When I tell you to say, hey, I love what you're doing, already inside you, there's something that begins to grow. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that album is something fun, something that people can dance to, but it's something that will make something grow in you. When you listen to it, you'll be like, okay, it'll add something to your life. It'll add value to your life. Yeah.
The only female, can I say this right now on TV, away from the music?
Yeah.
So, okay, so apart from music, you also know some technical. What do you like? From when to when? So ichidunga chafa mlalungisha bwino bwino.
Mlalungisha bwino bwino. I actually in the background, I think I'm blessed.
Yeah.
Tiling, I'm good at it. Building, I'm good at it. Construction, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm able to. I can construct a house on my own.
Wow.
Yeah, I must say it's not something that I trained to do, but I guess I'm one of those people who easily learn things and easily adapt. Yeah, so it's a gift, I guess.
Conny, I wish we could go on and having this conversation. Time is on our side. I need to have a conversation with Paul Cruz. Yeah. But is there anything that you'd like to say? Your EP is set to drop. Any other thing? And also, what video would you like us to get to showcase right on Yatu Vibes?
Okay. I think we can do Atubele.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if you'd love to sample the EP, or you'd like me to give you an acapella of the EP.
Which one? Can I get some advice right now? Which way should we go? We go straight to the video, or what should we do? Okay, so yeah, seems like majority wins. They want you to sing live right now. Before we go to the video, so maybe you can give us a minute.
A minute? Okay, I'll just take a verse. Jesus paid the price and he bled and died for me on a cross that was truly meant for me. Then he rose and he paid my victory. Will I? For every price that is living he had paid. For every soul that is living he had paid. For every love, for every way to Christ, just believe.